Hello everyone, I'm Becky Goldsmith with Piece of Cake, and I want to share a tip with you that Dee Dalton, a fellow quilter, thought up, and she sent this to me. It goes with the Super Bob sets, the bright and soft collections that I sell on the website. There are 25 different colored bobbins in each set. I use this thread for my hand applique and many other hand sewing tasks. Inside each set, there are different colors. So there's a bright set and a soft set. The idea here is that you can carry 50 colors of thread with you in a very small space. It's very handy. Now, here's the thing. When you open the sets, the bobbins are neatly arranged, and you want to keep them neatly arranged because you might someday run out of a color and need more of it. By the way, I do have replacement bobbins on the website. The color numbers are not printed on the plastic bobbins, but when you go to the website, when you go to pieceofcake.com and you go to the bobbin sets, in the description there's a link to a PDF that you can print and cut out. Once you print it, you cut out this little chart, and it's got the color number and color name that corresponds to the color in the box. So here's Dees Tip to keep everything straight and make this easier to use. She had her husband drill holes in the bottom of her boxes, and then she threaded the threads through. So I'm doing the same, and I wanted to show you how easy that is. So I've got a wooden bench thing that my husband and I use to drill things like this pretty often. I'm using a cordless drill with a little tiny drill bit. I've drilled all of them but one. Just like that. Boom. So I've drilled this. I've made a little sawdusty mess. I'm going to knock the sawdust out. If there are little curly cues of plastic that you don't like on the bottom, you can use a piece of sandpaper. You can mess with them on your finger. Inside there, if there's little curly cues of plastic, like I said, you can knock those off with your fingernail. Just like that. Now, I'm going to move that out of the way, and that's a mess. I'll move the mess out of the way. Threading the box back up is the only mildly tricky part. I dampen the thread and put it through the hole, and then carefully drop the thread in and pull the thread through. The more of these you get in the box, the more careful you'll want to be threading these through the holes, because you don't want to drop the box and then have to do this step again. So just be careful when you do it. But isn't that an excellent tip? I think it's an excellent tip. I'm going to close that up. So when the threads get too long or unruly, what I do is dangle them and cut off anything that's extra special long. And I'm considering getting a piece of, like cutting a pair of old tights or pantyhose and making a sleeve for this that would just go over it, that would keep the threads from getting pulled too long when it's in my bag. I think that's a very nice low-tech way to do this. If you've got one of those nets that you put over a cone of thread, that might work very nicely over this, just to keep the threads tidy in your box. So, many thanks to Dee Dalton for this excellent tip. I am happy to pass it along. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have many happy stitches. Thanks for watching.